Israel and the United States are preparing for a significant strike against Iran in the coming weeks. As tensions reach a boiling point, the stakes have never been higher. Will Iran's nuclear ambitions lead to a military showdown? Let's break down the latest developments. Israel is ready to do whatever it takes to prevent Iran from gaining nuclear weapons. This was the stark warning issued by a former Israeli military intelligence officer. Sources in Tel Aviv indicate that Israel is set to blitz Iran in a joint operation with the U.S. should Tehran fail to finalize a nuclear deal. But according to Dr. Raz Zimt, a former Israeli Defense Forces expert on Iran, preventing Iran from obtaining nuclear capacities won't be a simple task. He emphasized that it will require an ongoing military effort rather than just a single attack. The situation is delicate. Last April, Iran launched over 300 missiles and drones at Israel after Israeli forces attacked Iran's consulate in Damascus, Syria. The rockets caused explosions above Jerusalem, and the counterattacks were fierce. The Iron Dome, Israel's defense response. Despite the severity of the attack, Israel's Iron Dome system proved highly effective. Technical Sergeant Y, an operator from Israel's northern region, reassured the public, stating, "We have dealt with attacks from Iran before. We're 200% prepared." This system intercepted many of the missiles and drones, but it's clear that Israel's vulnerability remains. Iran is known to possess a vast arsenal of missiles, capable of reaching Israeli cities, and should the conflict escalate further, retaliation is expected. U.S. President Donald Trump has echoed his commitment to defending Israel, recently stating, "If it requires military, we're going to have military." This only raises the question, what's next for the region? The future of nuclear talks and the risk of war. While recent talks between Iran and the U.S. were described by Iranian officials as positive, the clock is ticking. Dr. Zimt has noted that if there's no agreement by late June or July, the chances of military action increase significantly. He said, "We are at the closest point to a potential Israeli or U.S. attack against Iran." Iran's progress in nuclear weapons development has been rapid, and diplomatic talks have made little headway. If Iran cannot come to terms with the international community, it's likely that Israel will take action, possibly in collaboration with the U.S. Iran's nuclear program nearing the threshold. Iran is moving closer than ever to the point where it could develop nuclear weapons. Senior diplomatic sources have told The Sun that Iran is on the verge of producing enough uranium-233 to build several nuclear warheads by the end of this month. The International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, has faced significant barriers to inspecting Iran's nuclear program, with Iran limiting access to crucial sites. The lack of transparency has alarmed many in the international community. Satellite images have revealed that some of these sites, which Iran claims are for peaceful space exploration, may in fact be part of a secretive nuclear weapons development program. Israel's options: airstrikes and military action. So, what happens next? Dr. Zimt warns that Israel will have to take drastic measures if it wants to stop Iran's nuclear ambitions. Israel is unlikely to be able to completely destroy Iran's nuclear infrastructure with a single strike. Instead, Dr. Zimt suggests it would likely take a series of continuous strikes, both military and possibly cyber, to slow or halt Iran's progress. He states, "It's too scattered. The knowledge and technology are already inside Iran. Even with successful airstrikes, the technology would remain, and Iran could quickly resume its program in secret. However, military intervention may still delay Iran's nuclear ambitions by 1 to 2 years. The geopolitical consequences of a strike. If Israel and the U.S. move forward with an attack on Iran, the consequences could be dire. Iran would almost certainly retaliate, possibly targeting Israeli city centers. U.S. military bases, and allies in the Gulf region. Additionally, Iranian-backed groups like Hezbollah could escalate the conflict. The strike could also destabilize the global economy, particularly the oil markets. As Iran retaliates, the threat to regional security will reach new heights, potentially leading to a wider regional conflict.